This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Guess it, the second show of 2025 right now. And I'm Gary Risponi. You don't remember seeing me, but I got a familiar face coming back, and I am tickled pink and Happy New Year. What's your name again?
Jason Lemoyne from Avalls Parish, for those who don't know me.
One of the Avalls boys, historically. Jason, you remember the first time that you ever did a show? You remember where you here? Because you save all them videos. You send me one every now and then.
Yeah, I actually think I started filming with you and helping you out around 2008 or 2009 when Don Dubuque and we were taping at all the different places, Rouse's, live from TJ Ribs, and it was good. We had some good times.
Yeah. I'm glad. You've been very busy in your businesses, and you're starting to move around and change some things. You're getting up in the, how old are you, Jason?
52. Made 52 January 4th.
Yeah, and
3 days ago.
And you're talking about retiring.
Well, you never really retire. You just
you're
change.
trying to change what you do. Right?
That's it.
Yeah, Jason, you took this over this weekend, and in the last few weekends, he's been doing not only deer hunting, whatever, but he's been doing what we hope more people do. We're talking about wild hog eradication.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say hunting. I want a true word. Wildlife and Fisheries, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, I don't know, you name any conservation group, National Wild Turkey Federation, anybody you know of that's been outdoors is this epidemic they have with wild hogs. And through the past year, you sent me where y'all trap, what y'all been doing. So, with further ado, tell us, you had guests, I think from National Rifle Association,
Yeah.
right? Tell us your story.
Yeah,
Right
so
now.
last
And
year
we're
I
gonna go-
donated
he got a lot of video. So this is Jason's story.
Yeah. So last year I donated a hunt to the Friends at NRA through myself and Paradise, Louisiana. They auctioned a hunt off at one of the banquets in Monroe. And I had 4 guests come this weekend, Mr. Terrence Burke and his wife Michelle. Mr. Terrence is the chairman of the Friends at NRA in the North Louisiana chapter. And Mr. BJ and Regine Mortine came in. They bought the hunt. And then also had a special guest, Mr. Bryce Knight with Night on the Lakes. He come in this weekend as well. And we had a really, really good time.
Well, I've been missing Mr. Bryce, but I know right now, I know it's cold. I got reports this morning coming in from people duck hunting before we sat down here. But when you're going talking about deer hunting this past weekend, it was so warm and it was hot. But right now, this morning, it's not even going to get above 40.
Yes.
Yesterday was 81 in Baton Rouge, and this Monday morning, when I woke up this morning, it was 31 degrees.
Yeah,
So,
when you have a 50-degree temperature change in less than 24 hours, it's tough. That one of everybody's always sick and, flu and sniffly noses and.
We take pride as Louisiana and say, well, that's where it is. We special. It's like that all over. It's all over the world. When the weather's going to change, it change. Front move in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Jason, let's take a little break. When we come back, I want you to start from the beginning and talk about that hunt.
We will.
We did a deal? I'm so glad you're back.
Good. Glad to be here.
You're going to let me kiss you on that?
No.
We'll be right back. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and this is what I've been waiting for the last 2 weeks. Jason, tell us your story. Tell us about that hog eradication.
Yeah. Well, we started off the trip. Mr. Terrence, his wife, and Mr. Dream, they came in, and we actually met up in Turkey Creek at a buddy of mine's place, Mr. Frank Butler with Butler Company. We went towards firewood processing facility, and he gave us some firewood for the weekend. So we got to get some real good, got to see how firewood's made, you know, from start to finish. It has a full-blown firewood facility, kill dry, shrink wraps, bundles it up, and I'd never seen one before, and it was real interesting, so we got to do that first.
Had to be. You've been in the timber business almost all your life.
Yeah. Well, I've never been on the firewood end when you have a, you know, you see everybody splitting firewood in a yard with wood splitters. I mean, this man has really invested in a state-of-the-art facility in Turkey Creek, and he's bundling and USDA certified, kill dried. You know, it's getting cold, so it's actually a real good time to be in the firewood business for sure. So we did that, and then we went to my camp in Vols Parish and set up, and you know, weather was hot. We knew it wasn't prime time, you know, deer hunting, but they were really after the hogs. These guys bought all their night vision scopes and thermals and, you know, cameras, and we set up to try to eradicate as many hogs as we could.
The ones you sent me,
and we did.
It was unbelievable. Them hogs running that night, just eating all of the babies.
Yeah, it's real good. They got some the AGN thermal scopes that you don't need video cameras. Everything's filmed and Bluetooth back to your phone, so you're able to see live what's going on, and you know, really get on them. Also, we have my uncle Wayne Lamar and his son Justin. They've been trapping a bunch. They probably caught 30 pigs in the last month. I've killed 20, 25 on my place, and we've been killing some real, you know, big sow hogs. We killed 5 over 250 pounds.
You would think in the spring they got young, but y'all been killing some, the big sows, and they have 10, 15, 20 babies in it.
Yeah, well, most of them that we killing, they have a litter that's with them right now. It's called a sounder, and then you kill them, and once you clean them and you gut them, they already rebred. Some, you know, I have pictures of some had, you know, you average between 8 and 10, you know. So I mean, it's really hard to keep up with with the population because they just reproduce so fast.
That's everybody said they haven't. Nobody I know is keeping up. They've tried poison, they've tried this and different things, but you got to watch because they kill the other animals. It's really a crisis there, but people like you, and they say that take it. I remember last year you sending a lot of pictures of y'all trapping, you know. You use the radios and you catch them, and then y'all go up there and boom, y'all blast them all, whatever's in that trap. There's a lot of rules. A lot of people who trapping and want to move them. You can't move them from one area to another area. It's against the law.
And if you're hunting them at night, which is legal, you just need to call your local sheriff's department, notify them, give them the address of where you're gonna be hunting, and who's with you, and pretty much your time frames, and you know, you're allowed to do it. And it's probably the most effective way.
It would be terrible. You think you're doing a favor, and all of a sudden you're a criminal.
Yeah.
That's right. It's good to do it right. Jason, go ahead. Is there any other thing on the story right now? We looking at this video that you ought to tell us right now.
Yeah, so it was just, you know, it was just a good experience with these guys and the fellowship. You know, we stayed at my camp. We cooked. We had a good time. They helped out putting up deer stands. Just really got involved, and you can see that they enjoyed it. You know, and I enjoyed the weekend. Got to visit Mr. Bryce.
You always enjoy your weekend. I've been doing, like you said, in 2008 and 2009. I've been with you all over the country. You was nice enough to take me on a goose and duck hunt in Canada with your family and your mama and all of them. I really appreciate it. I got fussed at, but then you realize it's hard to get the video and get it right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you've been a tremendous thank you help. I want to add one more thing to it. We call him a boss. He is ready anytime I ever did. It's hard to believe how long he's been doing it. He's still so enthusiastic that I'm trying to slow it down. And you ready to run, buddy? We're going to put you in. We'll hand you the ball.
Yeah.
You ready?
I also need to give a shout out to the LSU women's basketball. They won again last night, 17-0. Still have my LSU colors.
I know you're a big LSU fan. You and Renee. Poor Renee was supposed to be. I'm talking about Sheriff Renee Thibodeau. He was going to be here today, but if you've been seeing him on the news,
they busy.
He's a trip. He needs tremendous. He loves what he does, and he loves what he is. And he'll be on here soon too. So y'all stay tuned. When we come back, I got a lot of pictures. I'm run through that fishing report fast, so we have more time to show this eradication. Boy, you wait till we're gonna start seeing some good deer killed on this property too. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. All about Louisiana.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, For those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report, part of the hunting report. And we're doing Jason, you've been up there where they, a good sac-a-lait, or crappie, or white perch, whatever you want to call it up there north. In boys, y'all still call it sac-a-lait, because y'all
Yeah,
so
sac-a-lait.
Yeah. But once you get past that, then you got to, it might be white perch.
They got several names.
Might be crappie, like the real name. But look, now, what's your point? You had one of the masters with you. You had Bryce. So what's some of the reports you got?
Yes, I got a fish report from Mr. Bryce up at Lake Darbone. It's back to pool stage. With all that rain, the water had gotten up and fish were scattered. Got a report. He said they back in the channels on the edge and they holding in deeper water. He had a trip last week. He had a Miss Mary Mayo, 81 years old. She come fishing with him, had a wonderful time.
I was asking
you.
I was asking you, man, when I used to go down to Monroe, they had the Mayo tours, and we go to Mexico. I know we had the Mayo. I think the Monroe had a Mayo. But we go to Espanola, and he had a bus, and he had tours, and we had a bunch of guys here in North Baton Rouge. We'd go. Every year we'd get on that bus and go to Mexico and come back, and it was fun. A lot of food.
Might be the same family.
Made to it.
Other than that, that's my only fishing report. Hunting report, had some friends go to Oklahoma last week on a duck and goose hunt. They did okay. The geese were scattered. They killed a few locally. Not a whole lot of ducks in right now. I think this front's going to come through.
Up there, is the same one. You're talking about the one where you can go fish the Red River and Three Rivers. Your camp is still in that area, right?
Old River. I have a camp at Old River.
Old River,
but
yeah.
Where
The
we
Old
went
River
this
is different,
weekend,
not Old River and
Old River and Ennis.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
What about fishing on that right now? What does the water look like? It's high. The
river's
high.
coming up. Mississippi River's rising. I think it's at 32 feet. Red River Landing got a little bump coming.
Y'all used to put out nets and stuff, and y'all would try to eradicate them carp. And at the time it was real bad Japanese carp. So now, what else you got? That's all you got in fishing report. Let me run through a bunch of them real quick now. And the big things I want to cover right now is in Slidell again, in Fouchon, in Grand Isle, in Venice. There ain't one place I don't go on Facebook or I talk to them that they are not killing the fish. The only place right now, the rivers up and down, I'm not getting any reports from the Chafalai Spillway. Lake Verret, they still people catching over there. You got to watch, like we got a windy weekend. It blow your snap off. It almost drown you. You got to watch where you're going. I mean, especially in Lake Verret's and those shallow lakes. Now, to go back, the biggest fishing report is still Mike Brantley, his daddy Larry. Every time I look on Facebook and he's sending me, they catching smorgasbords. I showed you where them fish were coming in flounder. They even he made a trip with the Congressman Troy Carter, and he's always, when he gets the time off, he coming to Louisiana, he jumps in that boat with Brenda. With Brantley, and they're going out there. And he was Sparkle Bitter. They found a bird running, and they hammered. And most of them were redfish. They thought it was speck schooling, and they just filled their boat up with using sparkle beetles. But most of the fish are being caught. They're telling me they're catching them on Carolina rig with live shrimp. Also, still some people catch them on drop shot. John Jackson was fishing down there, and he was catching his fish. If you go on Facebook, he was showing where one got away, and how he broke his rig, and he came back up, and he was seeing how the rig is made. So, John, that's who I've been promised. I got to get him on here right now. He's back out in the outdoors doing so much, and he's a legend, and I want to get him here. So I'm still working on that. Let's go to deer pictures that I've got. You got most of yours hog, right?
Yeah, we killed a couple deer. Most everything was
yeah,
hog. They're not killing a whole lot of deer around home yet. Rudd isn't here. At least you're not seeing a lot of pictures floating around. I think in another couple of weeks the deer's going to pick up, and we'll see.
But look, these deer coming in. I got Carter Carey. Matt Carey, there's a guy down there. He killed 2 bucks. This is his second buck. He killed one in December, and he killed this one 1st of January. The young man has been doing a great job. He's the pictures of 2 bucks now. And he goes in, and then Lane Gotso. I don't know if I showed it last week. That's almost like family down there. Lane, he killed 2. The whole weekend he killed 2 deer. And then Charlie Moss, that's the little girl in St. Francisville. She's killing them, hunting with her dad in them, I guess. And also, we got them girls killing ducks. We got Emma Amato and Charlie. They were at Foster Lake hunting with Dean Amato and Charlie's daddy. So him, just unbelievable what they're killing. They're killing a few ducks over there, but it's not like it's been. Let me tell you the duck reports that I'm getting. My brother Jerry and David Times and Rusty Creasy and the mother crew, they've been hunting up in Arkansas. And they hunt timber, and they've been doing real good. And cold, and they got warm days. They don't know where they left, so slow down. But believe me, if they can stomach the next 3 days, the ice storms and snow and everything else, so they doing good. Here's some pictures from last 3 or 4 weeks that he sent me. Duke Landry, my hero, him and my brother. I just got this. I got one picture this morning, and it said, cold. But all the weekend they've been killing a lot of ducks in the field. But they got wood blinds, okay? And the guys in the wood blinds have been doing better. Don't know what it is, but the field, they had some geese showed up last week. I showed that picture of Duke and his dog, Hank. Well, my brother Sammy and them, they this weekend he hunted one day, and the other day he said no, he wouldn't. It got warm, and then this morning it was cold, and they didn't slaughter them. And they were hunting the field blind. It's real windy. But them boys in the wood blind, we kill them. I'm talking about them boys in there. Mike Mortone and all them other boys were killing good. I didn't talk to my friends down in Delacroix. I didn't talk to Ryan Lambert, but I didn't have to, because I see on there, Ryan and them down in Venice, where Ryan and them hunt, they're good. But I didn't get any reports from there. From the Southwest, we got reports. I was getting reports from Top Gun and up there last week. I guess with the holidays and everything else, he didn't send me a report. As soon as I get them, I'll show them. And if y'all booking geese hunts or whatever, your guide service, be sure and email me all that information, and I'll run it on you. It's free of charge. This is what we're doing is what's good for people out there watching or looking for a place to hunt. And what you want to find out more about it. They got a gnat trying to follow me right now. You see that gnat? He bite me out. That make me a sore. I'm gonna kill him. So no, now, I told you Duke Landry, the lease in Delacroix I had. Oh, a friend of mine, Paul, when he gets invited, he's been going with a couple guide services over there in Delacroix and Carnarvon. Well, he said they were scattered. They killed a few teal. Okay, that's it. They killed it. They've seen some other ducks. They've seen some mottled ducks, but he did. But he says, and then you go back the next day, and there's no water, so it's a big difference now. All right. Mm-hmm. You got something you want to say about the duck?
No, I just.
I thought that thing hit me, boy. Look, let me see what I've got. Yeah, Paul Ratliff, I told you, he told him that. He was sending me some deer pictures. I don't want to miss nothing. But again, I'm going to tell you, Mike Brantley and his daddy Larry and all them people at Island Marina, all them guys, you go to Venice, all the guys, go to Facebook and see the size and the fish that they're catching right now. Well, we blessed in Louisiana. It's unbelievable. I don't know. We're going to be in some cold weather. I don't think we're going to get them hard freezes that kill in the shallow water, like we had a few years before on Christmas or whatever. I think we'll dodge that bullet. Now, the only news I got, CPRA, they got some of the hearings coming up. The Chapala, they're going to bid. They got biddings. I think they gave us a bulletin. Chris all might be able to run it on there. They got some hearings coming up in January on the Chapala spillway. So now, anything else you see? You got anything you want to remind me? What you got in the agenda coming up? What you going to be doing? What you want to do?
Well, I'm working a little bit. We getting
poor
some
thing.
Firewood logs to the
You
plant
think
in Turkey
people
Creek.
out there working 14 hours a day, they can't say, oh, well, I got to go to work.
Yeah, well, you have to make a living.
I said, what you going to be doing for fun?
Oh, work is fun. Sometimes I got to go back to work to be able to rest because we play so hard on the weekends. But we're gonna be hunting a little bit. Got some family coming in next couple weeks. We're gonna hunt, get some equipment fixed, and get everything back working.
Let's wrap it up. Don't forget what we planned for. God bless Louisiana. God bless you on your safe. Keep yourself on your trip. I hope this freeze is just the right amount to kill bugs, to do what it was supposed to do. Just hope we don't have no pipes busted. We'll see y'all next week. God bless Louisiana.
This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.